Stoichiometry, a study of quantities in chemical reactions, which is another branch of chemistry. Basically, how many atoms or elements are in a chemical reaction. To explain it more simpler, think of chemical reactions as a cake recipe. To make cake, you obviously need like egg, flour, milk, sugar, and etc. But to make this more simpler, I'll only use egg and flour. Think of the ingredients being reactants and the cake being the product. The reactants typically located on the left, these are the reactants. And when they transform, that is called the product, or which is the cake. To put this in a more chemical way, let's use hydrogen plus oxygen turns to water or H2O. Coefficients are the numbers in front of the elements or compounds. They tell us how many molecules or moles we have. Basically, think of this being the coefficient. But what are these? Basically, subscripts are the small numbers written below and to the right of the element symbol. They tell us how many atoms of the element are in one molecule. But the difference between the coefficient and the subscript is that the subscript cannot be changed to another number, while the coefficients can. This is an example of the balanced chemical equations. They're equation where the count of each type of atom is the same on the both reactant and product sides, because balancing chemical equations follows the law of conservation of mass, where matter is neither created or destroyed but just simply rearranged. Like the example I showed a while ago, H2 turns to H2O. This is a new example. This is unbalanced. There are hydrogen and oxygen as they turn to H2O or water. Hydrogen and oxygen being the reactant and the water being the product. But since there is only one atom in the oxygen in the product area, this is not balanced. To make this balance, we must add 2 to the hydrogen. This is balanced because the coefficient of 2 in the product of... Oh, we need to also add 2 over here. This is balanced since the coefficient in the product H2O gives 2 atoms of oxygen while giving 2 atoms of hydrogen, meaning both sides have the same amount of hydrogen and oxygen. Basically, if you multiply this to here, this gives us 4 hydrogens, and oxygen having the subscript of 2 gives us 2 oxygens. In the product side, if we multiply 2 to 2 here from the hydrogen, it also gives us 4 hydrogen, while 2 times 1 oxygen gives us 2 oxygen. This gives us a balanced chemical equation.